Ooh, my light is kind of bright on my head. Let me move it down. Boo, can you turn my lights on? I don't think I need them though. Just turn this other one on behind, the circle one behind. Yeah, I think that's enough light. I think like it'd be too much light. And then I got that one over me. Yeah, so look. This is my hair. Hey, True. How are you? Yeah, because sometimes the lighting is off. I don't know. Also, I go to the laptop sometimes to look at it. Hey, Tiffany. How are you? What is it, Thursday? How's everybody doing? It's a Thursday evening. Welcome in, welcome in. Did you hear about the people in the car accident? I missed the live yesterday. It's okay, Tiffany. You are here. Sh- Um, Charlotte, you're new. Welcome in. The car accident? What car accident, girl? Did it happen in New York? Hi, welcome in. Thank you for being new. Did the car accident happen in New York? I didn't hear about that. We were watching the news too, right? Yeah. The accident, the truck, she said, nah, it happened in Chicago. Hi, I love New York. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love New York. It happened in Chicago. What happened? It was like a car accident. Let me see. Yes, I just updated my laptop. It looks so weird. Apple just does too much updates for me. So that means that my Apple Watch needs to be updated because I updated my phone, not a laptop. Their watch probably need. Ugh, I can't. Yes. Oh no, it was a bad car accident. The girl was one of my closest friends. She's passed away. Oh, my condolences. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, like life is so short. I bought the same powder that Brie used. I seen that you have them also. Do you like them? Are you talking about the Stardust powder? The Stardust? If you talking about that one, yes, I love the Stardust. I probably use it today. So I grabbed all of my setting powders just for you, Tiffany. Yes, I like it a lot. What does the color look like, boo? Yes, I like them a lot. I probably use them today. I have four of her powders. I have ginger, cool caramel, beige, and translucent for my clients. So I have five. Four for me, one for my clients. Translucent is good because it can be it's a universal color. I'm trying to find the other ones. Where are they? Where are they? Okay, so I have beige, ginger, cool caramel, and I have another mocha, but I don't know what mocha is. I'm always losing something. I'm always. I don't know what mocha is. I had her yesterday. She seems to be missing today. Sorry, unfortunately. Yeah, RIP to your friend. Yes, rest in peace. I'm so sorry for your loss. How are you recording on Apple laptop? I be needing a backup plan. No. Um I have the latest MacBook Pro and I just updated it. It was like an update for the software, but I'm on my iPhone X right now. So I usually just record off my phone when I go live off my phone. And when I record, I have a Canon 60D, 70D. So yeah. So this is my Canon. Let me show y'all. So this is my bad boy when I'm filming my videos. I use this one, but I usually go live on my phone. It's just more convenient for me. You can't really go live on your laptop unless you're doing Chrome. So if you have Chrome downloaded on your laptop, you can go live through YouTube that way. But if you don't have Chrome, then you can't go live because it's a weird connection when it comes to just streaming off of YouTube straight. She said, okay, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna get into this look. How does it look, boo? You ain't saying nothing. Where's my other powder? I just had it in my hand. Let me put these powders down. So we're gonna get into this look. Welcome in. I'm looking for powders and stuff. I can't be bothered. Um, yeah, so we're gonna jump into the live. I literally just did, oh, the powders right here. So I have 4 of those powders. Tiffany, I have 4 of the Stardust powders and then translucent for my clients. But I'm going to be using some later. I already did my brows off camera. I did my brows on camera yesterday. So I don't want to bore you with the same old, same old. So I'm just going to be using this base. This is from Plain and Makeup by Yolando. These are her bases. This is like the dupe for P. Louise. So I'm just going to base my eyes, which is pretty light, so it's okay. So I'm gonna zoom y'all in a little bit. Well, you never said what it, you know what? I can't with you. So we're gonna just put this on the eyes. Oh, I didn't hear you. And I'm going to blend it out with another brush. I feel like I'm gonna go right back into Juvia's Place since I have so much of her products, well, her palettes. I'm gonna go into another palette today. So I think I'm gonna do like a brown look, a brown neutral, natural kind of look. I don't know if I want to do like just brown in the crease, something shimmery on the lid, and then a wing, or should I just do like a cut crease but a natural cut crease? I don't know. I don't know. I never know what I'm gonna do, so I'm just going to blend it on in. And thank you for the like. So how's everybody's day going? But no, I didn't hear that news from Chicago. That's like you don't even know anymore. Like every day is always something. So I'm just going to base my, I'm gonna leave some of this because I may cut the crease, so I'm just gonna leave that on there. And I'm just going to blend this in. I feel like my labs go faster. Well, not faster, but in my head, when I don't do my brows on camera, I just feel like brows take a long time. And I just be wanting to get into the look. So we're gonna blend it out. So I'm gonna show you guys the palettes that I'm gonna be using. I used 3 Juvia's Place palettes yesterday, so I may mix and match again since I have so much and I want to get them out. So let me move this because I already used these. So I know definitely I'm gonna be, let me grab them. Oh. Okay, so I know definitely I'm gonna be going into the Warrior 1 by Juvia's Place. And I know you all seen this palette, but I will show you what it looks like anyway. So it's nice and neutrals. I feel like I'm going to really focus on this one because I want a nice neutral, natural look. And then I'm going to also, I have her blush palettes as well. So I'm going to be using her blushes and her highlight today. So I'm going to make sure I keep that. This is also a blush set. I love these two together. It's such like a pretty blush. Or if you want like a natural contour, you can add this. I do this one sometimes. So those 2 right there. And I think that's it for her other palettes because the rest of them have a bunch of color and I just want to keep it nice and natural. So I may go into this one. This is the Zulu palette for that dark brown. So I'm going to grab this one. So I'm going to work from those 2. So I'm going to use these 2 for my face when I'm going to highlight and contour. So I'm going to put that over here. And then I'm going to work from these 2 for the eyes. So I'm going to start, I feel like I'm going to start with this one, the Zulu palette. And I'm going to go into this dark brown right here on a little fluffy brush. And I'm just going to, let me zoom out in a little bit. So I'm going to go right up in here. I want my crease to have some definition, but I don't want it to be too dark. So I'm going to start with this color right up in here. And then I'm going to go into that Warrior palette and I'm going to grab that deep dark. So we're just going to pat it. And I'm going to work under this. So this is going to be like my transition. But I'm starting with my transition first. And then I'm going to go in with my crease color. So I'm just going to blend this in. And sometimes I do this when I feel like the color will be too dark and I don't want it to get too out of control. So I will do that. So now I'm going to grab the Juvia's Place Warrior palette and I'm going to grab this dark brown right here, and I'm gonna go under. So we're gonna go right up under it. And you're gonna just pat this in. Hello everybody, how's everybody doing? So we're gonna pat. Because I feel like if I would have put that dark color first, it would have just took over the look. And I'm not in the mood to do that today. So you can always go in with a lighter color first and then go right under it with that dark. I'm actually gonna go into some black maybe just to smoke it out a little bit more. But I'm gonna put this on and then I'm gonna blend out that transition shade with a fluffy brush. So I'm gonna go back into the palette, the Zulu, and we're gonna take this brown again. Take it, and then I'm just going to pat it on, and then I'm gonna start to blend it out. So I don't want it to be too dark, so this is how I'm gonna start it. And then I'm gonna go in with maybe this yellow. How you do a have I done a Q&A? No, but I can do it now. Anybody have a question for me? You got a question for me, girl? So I'm gonna blend it in. But yeah, I don't mind doing a Q&A. I could do a Q&A right now. So yeah, I'm just going to blend it in. And I'm gonna do not tomorrow, but Monday when I come back live, I'm gonna do my live makeup collection. My makeup collection, look at me putting makeup in my hair. My makeup collection is way too extensive for me to show you guys in a video. I would rather show you guys on live. So if you have a question about the products that I showed you that I have, I can just answer it right there instead of you writing me and then waiting for me to answer. So Monday I'm gonna do that. So I don't think we're gonna do any makeup on Monday because I have a lot of makeup to show you guys. So yes, we're gonna do the makeup live on Monday. But yeah, if anyone has a question, they can ask me. What she said, expensive. Okay, fancy. Yeah, I have a lot of makeup. I have a lot of makeup, and it's sometimes I'm like, girl, where'd you get all this makeup? But it's just I accumulated it with over time. So yeah, I got a lot of makeup. So I'm just going to blend this in. I'm gonna go back in with that dark color from the other palette, the Juvia's Place. We're gonna go into this dark brown again. And I'm just going to apply it. And then we're gonna blend it. Yeah, I mean I have a lot of high-end makeup and I have a lot of low-end makeup. So, you know, a lot of drugstore too. So I'm good with it. Do you have a lip piercing? No. Maybe it's my gloss giving off like a weird reflection. But no, I don't have I don't like pain. So I don't have it looks like it probably right here, right? No, it's the gloss. No. Oh my I don't like pain, girl. Pain is not my friend, so no lip piercing. It's probably the gloss giving off like that, you're giving off that appearance. So I'm just going to blend this brown in. Okay, so the next color I'm going to mix these two from the Zulu palette. I want something like kind of warm in the crease, so I'm going to mix the two just to warm up, just right up in here. No. So, but if anyone has a question, I can answer your question. Oh, this is pretty. I like this. I like this a lot. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. No. Oh my God, I don't even have tattoos. No tattoos, nothing, girl. So I'm just gonna blend it in. This is really pretty. And again, I'm going in with these two right here. Back and forth. Knock it off, and I'm just going to blend it in. Now I'm gonna take my face powder. Which one is this one? This is NC43 Studio Fix powder. It looks like this. I'm gonna go right under my brow. And I'm gonna set the concealer that I have here. And I always go into my brow, but it's okay. So we're just gonna complete the blend.
And then I'm gonna go back in with that brush that has the orange and just make sure that orange isn't lost. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Let me touch back up my brow. That is not my pencil. So I went into my brow. So annoying. So I'm gonna put it back. Okay, now we can move on. I'm gonna go back in with that mid-tone brown from the Zulu palette again, and I'm just gonna make sure that you can see it. So I'm gonna take it again, right here, and I'm gonna blend it into that orange so that the two can have a marriage and it's not just sitting on top of each other. What you doing, boo? I kid. You watching my video, but I'm right here. Oh, the PlayStation. Yeah, everybody going crazy over those PlayStations. Okay, so back into the dark brown, age, sign, kids, married. So I am 38. Don't look it, but I am. I'm 38. I'm a Sagittarius. My birthday was December 1st. I'm not married. I have a daughter. And how long have I been on YouTube? Seriously, since I want to say 2017. I joined YouTube 2014 just to like watch videos. How I had an account so I can like and comment. But yes, 2016 or 17, I believe it's 2016. I vlogged first. My first video was a vlog, and I vlogged 3 more times. I did my makeup on there 3 times, and then I just stopped doing YouTube. And then one day, I always had short hair with shaved sides. One day I said, you know what? I'm gonna upload a tutorial, and that's my tutorial that has 1 million views. So I was like, oh, okay, well they want to see hair, they want to see makeup, so why not? So I started I became more serious about YouTube when I saw that video went really viral, and I was like, okay, I have 1 million views, nice. So yeah. What else did she say? What are your goals? I have a website that I'm about to relaunch. I have new products coming. I'm just waiting for a few more things. So my goals are to have a six-figure business and just, have a successful business. Would you say, boo boo? Thanks for sharing with us. Yes. I love that. So I'm gonna go back in with that dark brown. But yeah, I want a successful business. I get tongue tied too easy. A successful business, and six-figure business. Why not? So I'm just going to do some blending. I'm not going back in with any more colors. Just want to make sure everything is blended in to perfection. Tia, you know what my cocoa butter is? My coconut oil is in the closet. It's on it's on the first shelf above the rugs. Hey Miss Dainty, so you have been doing makeup for about 4 years or longer. So I got into makeup. When did I get into 2008? I believe I got into makeup. Hey Darnell, thank you. Hey Darnell, what's going on? So in 2008, I started to do makeup on myself. And like I said, I used to watch a lot of YouTube, and I'm like, oh, okay, I want to try makeup. So, hey, Kirsty. So, I got into makeup, and I was doing makeup on myself only. And then I would go to the MAC counter, and I knew all of the girls at MAC because I used to like literally buy something new. I used to buy a blush or a brush. Every time I got paid, I was at the MAC counter all the time. So what happened was I knew all the girls, and I was just like cool with them on a first name basis, and they would know like save product for me. Back then Mac always had like a nice collection. I loved like their collections and like their packaging. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna basically apply. So when I went to apply for just to see if I would get in as a freelance makeup artist, I took the test. I failed. I didn't fail really. The manager said that she failed her first test, so she never passes anyone on their first test. So that was in 2013. So I was doing makeup for other people and like, as my job since 2013. So about 7 years I've been doing makeup, but like I said, in 2008 I started doing my own makeup. So I've been doing makeup for a long time. A super do. Oh, so I'm just taking some coconut oil and I'm gonna cut my crease. And then I'm gonna take a wipe and I'm gonna wipe it off. So I just use it to create where I want to cut it and I just bring it down. So yeah, I've been doing makeup for a long time. So 12 years for myself, and then like I said 2013, so that's 7 years. So a long time, girl, a long time. Long. Did you go to cosmetology school? No, I'm self-taught. I'm self-taught, which is good because when you go to cosmetology school, that's the thing. Like, they don't really teach you makeup. Well, they teach you makeup now, like last year and this year. But if you went to cosmetology school before, they really teach you about hair. They teach you about hair and being like an esthetician. About to get tongue tied. So basically, they teach you how to take care of skin or they teach you how to do hair. So most people who are professional makeup artists, meaning they have a certificate, it's not from makeup. Cosmetology is really hair. Or you get an esthetician license and you say, "Oh, I'm a licensed makeup artist." But no, nobody has a license in makeup. No. It's all about hair or you're an esthetician. So I'm like, okay, because most of the time when you go to these schools, they're not gonna teach you to do a cut crease. They're not gonna teach you how to do a wing liner, like no. So I'm self-taught. I did watch some YouTube and I got inspiration. But most of the time when you watch these YouTube videos, I like to talk and I like to like explain things step by step. If you watch any of my lives or you watch any of my hair tutorials or makeup tutorials, I show you everything that I'm doing. Most of the time it's sped up, but I'm still showing you. Most of the time when you're watching these other people, they're not telling you everything that they're doing. Like, I try to make sure that if you're gonna do recreate the style, I want you to recreate it right. And I'm gonna show you everything. Tiffany, yeah, they're not gonna show you everything. They're literally just gonna basically show you a little bit, and then you got to figure out the rest for yourself. And I don't like that. Like, I'm a teacher, and I don't mind sharing what I know, so that's what I do. Are you half Dominican? No. I'm straight black, African American. My parents are West Indian. So yeah, I have West Indian parents, so I get that a lot. People think I'm Dominican a lot, and they come like, "¿Qué tú sabes?" And I'm like, "Uh huh." I know a little bit of Spanish because I live in the Bronx, but no, I get that a lot though. Okay, facts. I learned most of my makeup tips and tricks from you. Oh, thank you, Chrissy B. Yeah, like some people they don't want to share and like they want to like sped up the video. Like, okay, I get it. You don't want everybody to like know your tips and tricks, but I enjoy showing and teaching. I'm good. Like, I'm fine. But yeah, a lot of people think that I'm Dominican. Chrissy B. Me too. She is such a great teacher. Oh, thank you so much. So I glued my brush today because I felt like being extra. So this is what it looks like. I glued it. This is the, you can find this on eBay. So this is the Master Stroke Series 61 Filbert. It's gonna switch it. She's an amazing teacher. Oh, sweetie, thank you. So I'm gonna take that base, the same base, and I'm gonna fill in where I just cut. But yeah, a lot of people, they don't want you to like really know what they're doing. And I'm like, so why are you on YouTube? You on here for the check? Like, what we doing? But let me cut this crease. Let me say, I am so a beginner, and when I view you, I get overwhelmed. When I view you, like you get overwhelmed because I don't know how to do eyebrows, contouring, blending, etc. I get confused about products, color, etc. How can it be easy for me to help you? Okay, so I'm gonna literally go through everything I'm doing like right now. So this is a eyeshadow base. The difference between eyeshadow base and concealer is base is much thicker than concealer, and a base is actually used for you to prep on your eyes before the shadow. When it comes to like foundation, that's more of like an in-depth one-on-one. I do offer classes. If anyone is interested, just DM me and we can figure that out, or message me on Instagram or Facebook. I mean Facebook, Instagram or YouTube. But foundation to me, I would say try the Maybelline Superstay. They're affordable. Even if you get the wrong color, you can always mix them to create your own color. When it comes to concealer, you can try drugstore concealer. So the L'Oreal Infallible concealers are really good. That's what I try to do. Or you can do the Makeup Revolution. But if you want like a more in-depth, I would say message me. And I'm sorry that you're confused. What makes your makeup give you a pink tone? I've been having this issue. Okay, hold on. Missed a live yesterday because I was grinding on my DoorDash, but I caught it today. Okay, get that money. Get that money, Donnell. Get that money. Um, what was the okay, so if your foundation is giving you a pink tint, that means that you got the wrong undertone in the foundation. So most of the time your undertone is either neutral, cool, or warm. So most likely the undertone of the foundation is wrong. So what I would suggest you do is well, what kind of foundation is concealer? Okay, so but what brand is the concealer? Yeah, tell me the brand. Let me see. Yeah, because most of the time, some of the brands they're really not meant for black women. I'm not even gonna lie. And at the end of the day, it's NARS advice on doing eyeshadow on hooded lids. I have hooded lids. I create my new a new shape. So that's why I went in with a darker color and then like a brown, a light brown to blend it out. You will have to trick the eye. You're gonna have to trick the eye is what I'm doing. I created a new crease. So right now when what I'm doing is I'm creating the illusion of a wider eye space. My eye space is this is my lid right here. Like my lid is literally just right here. All this other stuff is just like extra real estate. So when it comes to hooded eyes, I would say go above your crease. Put the darkest color right above your crease. Blend that out with like a softer color and then blend that out with a softer color. So I'm going to give you an example right now because I have a palette out. So you're going to put this in your crease, but above your crease, you're going to add this one right here above that to blend it out. And then what I do is I just take my foundation powder and I will blend under my brow bone. So you're gonna create the illusion of a wider eye space because you went above your actual crease. There you go. Now NARS. Okay. So hey Florence. So NARS. Is it the NARS soft matte? Is it the NARS in the tube? Like which one is it? Because I think the NARS soft matte is like in a little jar, right? I'm just creating a higher lid. Which yes, you said, but I told you which one. I said the soft matte. Be like yeah, she like yes. I'm gonna move my mirror closer. Yes, so cause when it comes to the NARS, I'm not gonna lie to you. They are the undertones of those concealers are not meant for black women. It is what it is. I can say it. It's 2020. So sometimes the color will look good for you, but the undertone is not. So I'm just creating a crease. I'm just gonna try to like make it perfect. And I'm gonna pull my lid up. I would say cutting your crease takes practice. I'm still not perfect at it by no means, but I'm gonna keep trying. But yeah, sometimes the undertone is not right. I like NARS. I like their foundations. I don't like their concealers too much. But because of the undertone, it'll look perfect in the tube, and then when you get it home, it's like it's gonna oxidize. Once it starts to dry down, it's going to change the color of your concealer. What color did you get? And I'm just gonna take the other side. And I'm just patting it. Yeah, because NARS, like, walnut. You got walnut. Yeah, when it comes to like those deeper shades, they the undertone is off. So walnut. I would say try, what concealer could you try? Let me see. What's my concealer? Is it darker? Is it lighter or darker than this one? Is it like about the same tone? I'm gonna use that to contour today. I'm just mixing my base on my hand. It's hard. When it comes to our makeup, it's very hard. I'm on the TV. It's lighter. Okay. What about, oh shoot, my highlighter down. What about this one? So let me put it up next to each other. Is it like the one on the bottom? I'm trying to get you like a match. I got a bunch of concealers. So we gonna work it out. I really don't what I really don't do drugstore. Girl, drugstore, they stepping up their game. Drugstore is stepping up their game when it comes to concealers and foundations. I have my Huda right here, my Huda Beauty, but I got my Maybelline Superstay here too. Drugstore is stepping it up, especially for women of color. They stepping it up because when it comes to the high end makeup, they're lacking in the undertones and the shade ranges. They're lacking, I'm telling you. So I really don't even gravitate towards them anymore. Like most of my foundations now, I try to just do Maybelline because their range, they stepped up their game. I have a few concealers. Does it This one is kind of pinky for me. What about this one? It comes off a little pink, but it's pretty. Because in order for you to combat it being pink, you're gonna have to go with a yellow tone powder to set it to alter the color. A matter of fact, I'm gonna I'm looking for the shade. Okay. A matter of fact, do you follow me on Instagram? Because I said I could call you when I finish the live. I could call you on FaceTime on Instagram, and I could definitely try to help you with the shade because I know how it is. Just trying to get these creases together. How's everybody doing? Okay, Tiffany. Okay, so we're gonna just tighten it up. Okay, just tightening up my shade, and then I'm gonna pat it in. Because anybody that has a question, just follow me on Instagram. Adding the powder makes it look so bad. What color is your powder? What powder are you using? Because it can offset. It can definitely offset. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, so just follow me on Instagram and then I'll call you on FaceTime when I'm done. Okay, so we have the creases looking semi-similar. So I'm going to pat it in. Yeah, because it depends on the powder. Like, you see how banana powder is super duper yellow? Sometimes when your concealer is too orange or pinky, using something that's super duper yellow will offset it. Because I've seen it all. Working at MAC, I've seen it all. And sometimes some women, they have like multiple undertones. Some people have neutral and cool. So sometimes your powder has to be cool and your foundation is neutral and it'll offset. Morph banana. Oh no, girl. Morph. Oh no. We gonna get you a good powder. Mm-mm. Morph, I like their palettes and stuff, but I don't, the foundation and the powder, their undertones are too weird. Okay, so this is what we got. We're gonna stop messing with it. I'm gonna stop messing with it. So I'm gonna take a brush and I'm just going to pat out my crease. Not crease. I'm gonna pat the pigment. The pigment. Come on, y'all. You know your girl tag. I'm gonna pat out the base. Just so they could become tacky. Somebody asked me that earlier, or they asked me yesterday how to apply shadow on a base. This is what you're gonna do. So after you apply it, you're gonna take a brush and you're just going to pat it. The patting motions is gonna help it to dry. So is Morph drugstore? Yes, Morph is drugstore. Yep, because of the prices. So yeah, it falls into the drugstore range. So it'll be like Morph, MAC, NARS. So like that. So we're gonna pat it out. I'm gonna get the brush that has that dark brown on it. No more product. I'm just going to tap my ends right here. Just so that it becomes less jagged when it comes to the base. And I'm gonna go in with this dark color. So remember the color right here, this dark brown, we're gonna go back in with that. Right on the top. We're just gonna pat it in. I don't want it to be too dark, so I'm gonna build up the product basically. So I'm gonna go right here. Yeah, so Morph is definitely drugstore. It's like yeah, because of the prices. But when they do collabs and stuff, that's when you'll see that the palette is basically more because it's a collab and they got to pay that person. So this is what we have here. I'm just going to tighten it up. I like to stretch my eyelids, so I will just raise my brow because my lids are hooded, so we just want to make sure that you get product all up and through. So as you can see right here, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. You see right here, I'm missing shadow, so I'm just gonna raise my brow and pat, but in a downward motion. Okay. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna tighten up my crease a little bit more. I'm gonna go back into the Zulu palette and I'm gonna take that dark brown right here and I'm just going to add it just right up in here because I want this to be a little more warm. But yeah, I like you know who has good, Maybelline has good concealers too. The Age Rewind. Those concealers are good. I want to get my hands on them, but they always sell out, especially like the darker skin tone. I'm like, come on. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna put on my lid. I didn't think this far through. I didn't think this far. I did not. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So I'm gonna take this color right here, this soft brown color. I can't believe I didn't think. Usually I'm like, okay, Diana, what are you gonna do next? I have no clue. So I'm just gonna stall, but I'm gonna add this soft brown right here, right on top of it, just to overlap, and then we're gonna go back in with that dark brown. But I don't want to take this light brown too far because I want the whole lid to be the same color. So this is what we're gonna do, and then I'm gonna go back in with that dark color. So I'm just gonna tap it, and I'm not gonna go too far into the lid. Tiffany, I think Walnut is a shade up from, oh, Amande. Okay, so the undertones are still too pink. So I would either switch the concealer or try to get a powder, like I said, that to offset it being orange. which is super duper weird because it's gonna oxidize either way. So you're gonna either have to change your concealer or switch to a different powder. That's the only thing. So I'm gonna go back in with the dark brown. But we're gonna figure it out. Just DM me on Instagram, and I'll call you like I said on the FaceTime through Instagram. And I'm just going to go right here. Are you Dainty Thug Podcast on IG? No, but that sounds like a cute name. No, I don't have a podcast. That would be dope though to have a podcast. No, I don't have a podcast, but that sounds like a dope little name. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this nude. It's not coming up. That's how nude it is. It's super duper nude. So I'm gonna use that on my lid, and then I'm gonna do some glitter because that's what I feel like doing, or a pigment. I'll probably do a pigment. What's your IG name? Let me go to the lab. Let me go to the lab. I'm gonna comment it in the comment section. Duh, Diana. It is Miss DANDI. Let me see if it comes up. Up there, that's my Instagram right there. That is my Instagram. So if anyone ever has questions, you could either message me on here or you can message me on Instagram. So I'm just tapping the nude on top. Tapping it on top. And I'm going to overlap a little bit on that medium brown. Not too much. Go back in with that brush. And we're just going to tap right here. It's a pretty nude look, which is cool. Because everybody that knows me know I love color. I love me some color. But I'm going to add, I think, some black. I cannot wait to get into this palette. Like, do y'all have this palette? Look at the palette. I didn't even touch the palette. Brand new. Whew, Lord. I'm looking for a black. Just to add a little bit of definition. No black in that one. This palette, I dropped it, so it's like cracked up, so don't judge me. Like literally cracked up. But I'm going to take the black, hopefully. Yeah, I'm going to take the black right here from this palette. This is the Saharan palette, I guess, or the original. And I'm just going to go in. I'm going to go right here just to add a little bit of black. I didn't need it, but I just wanted to be extra. There's a little bit of black right here. Okay, and that's it. And I'm going to go in and do my wing as everybody here. Okay, my IG name. So yeah, you can follow me on Insta. I follow back and I like. I don't just get the followers and don't follow back. You know, if you part of the fam, that's right. So I'm just gonna do my wing, and then I'm gonna add the glitter after the wing. And then I'm gonna do this side. And the best way to do your wing is keep your eyes open like I'm doing so you can see exactly where the wing is landed. So the other day I tried using concealer as a nude color for my lips, and it stood for like an hour, and after it looked awful. What is the pen? This is the Sharp Me liner from the crayon case. And I'm gonna use my Sephora liner. Okay, so when it comes to concealer, to add bump, okay, so I have a question before I answer that. My question to you is, did you use an actual lipstick first, or did you just go straight in with the concealer after you lined your lips? And then I can answer the question. So I'm gonna take my Sephora liner. I'm getting a headache, so we're gonna take one of these off because I'm getting a headache. I went up. No, girl. Okay, Darnell. So look. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You need a buffer. Just like you will. Oh, I didn't even. I'm gonna prime my skin in a minute. You need a buffer. So basically, concealer is not meant to be on a place that moves. Yes, we blink, we wink, we roll our eyes, but for the most part, this right here, it doesn't move too much. When it comes to your mouth, we're like, yeah, girl, your mouth is gonna be constantly moving. So the product is meant to go on and stay put. It's not really meant to be on a lip that's going to be moving all the time. So when I do conceal, a matter of fact, I'm going to do it for you today on this live. What you do is you would line your lips, get a liquid lipstick. It doesn't matter what shade it is, it doesn't matter anything. As long as you know you're going to be lightening it up with concealer, once you put that liquid lipstick on, it's going to stay in place because it's meant to be on the lips. You're going to just take a little bit of concealer, you're going to go like that, and you're going to dab it in place, blend, and you'll be good to go. It will stick because I've done that millions of times. You need something under the concealer that will the concealer can stick to, because it's kind of weird. It's not going to stay on your lips for some reason because of the texture of your lips and your under your eyes. They're different texture. So when it comes to that, put a liquid lipstick first, and then you. But I'm gonna do it for you today. So I'm gonna take my Sephora liquid liner. I love it because it goes super duper dark. And I'm just going to fill that in. I don't know. Should I do a pigment or should I do glitter? I don't know. Can anyone they just throw something out there for me? Let me do, pick for me, please. Huh? Do a pigment? Okay. So I'm just going to create a longer wing because this wing over here is super duper into the brow. So we're just going to pull that in. Pigment, okay. Okay, Miss Black. How you doing, girl? Okay, pigment. She said pigment too. Okay. And I'm going to show you how I apply my pigments. Because sometimes when you have like J La Rue pigment, you don't know what you're going to do. So I'm actually going to use J La Rue today. Let me just get her. So give me 2 seconds. So I'm going to show you guys some of the pigments I have. I have peaches and cream. They're so good. I love peaches and cream. But then I also have J La Rue. So I'm going to try to do white gold if I can find her. Is she in the building? Champagne. Champagne is pretty and crazy. So I'm trying not to do too much because I don't want my liner to smear. I don't think I have it. Where'd it go? Okay, so I don't have her. So I'm just going to use a peach. I don't see her. So I'm going to use a peaches and cream pigment, and it's in the color Hollywood. So let me see if I can show you. Hollywood is like a white gold. I can't believe I can't find my phone. I gotta find that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get the pigment, and I'm gonna try to show it without breaking it. So it's like a white gold. It's not coming up. Let me see if I can put it on my hand. Let me put it on the back of my hand. So this is how it looks right here on the back of my hand. So I'm gonna just get it. So I'm gonna show you exactly what you're gonna do. So you're gonna get a fluffy brush. So let's get a fluffy brush. Okay, let's get this one. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed for the Stardust powder. Yes, girl, it's so good. I got it like when she first launched it. So that's actually the powders that I got. And then I got more powders. But she sold out every 5 seconds. So I know what you mean. So I wet my brush. Oh, I didn't show y'all. So this is Coconut Fix Plus. This Coconut Fix Plus from MAC. So I'm gonna spray it. You're gonna, dry it a little bit. You're gonna get the pigment. So the pigment is on the brush. You see it? Yep. And I'm going to press it. Let me zoom in. Hopefully y'all can catch this. And I'm just going to press it right here. So you have like that pretty sparkle. So I get it, tap it off, and then I'm gonna press it. So it's kind of like it's wet, like you're wetting the brush, and it's gonna attract better. So pretty. So Mara, do me a favor. You going? Boo, do me a favor. Turn these two lights off for me, just for a second. Let me show them something. The other one. Dang, and now it's too dark. Put back on this one. Put back on one of them. It doesn't matter. Okay, so y'all see it? You can see it on camera? That is sparkling. Can you see it?
There's a delay. Like,
oh, it's a delay? Oh, I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, so this is what it looks like. Okay. Yes, you can put it back on. That's so pretty. Thank you. Yes, I'm gonna yeah, I love the Luscious by Lynn. It's wait, you say you don't? Yeah, I have the Luscious by Lynn and it's awful, doesn't work for me. I have that. Right here. Oh no. Oop, I'm always dropping something. Right here. Thank you. This is the butternut beige. You don't like it? Oh no. You always dropping something. Okay, so I'm going to, so the eyes are done. So I'm gonna start to prep my face. So this is the old Diana before she got into all the color. Okay, so let me see if anybody said anything. That's so pretty. Thank you, Darnell. Miss Black, thank you. Wow, that's pretty. Okay, Nicole, thank y'all. I'm getting a headache, y'all. I'm getting a headache. I'm gonna loosen up this little hair. Elastic band, because your girl head is hurting. Okay, so okay, so basically that's how you would apply your pigments. This is, again, this is from Peaches and Cream. If you put that into your search key like Safari or your Google Chrome, it's gonna pop up. It's a UK brand, just like P. Louise is a UK brand, but their shipping is pretty good. P. Louise, her shipping take forever and a day. I'm gonna tell you now, but they always have like little bundles, so I love that. Like I said, I have J. La Rue. I have to find my white gold because yeah, but yes, that's the look. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna prep my face. So I'm gonna zoom back out. So this is, like I said, the Coconut Fix Plus from MAC. I love this. It smells so good. So I'm gonna prep my skin. The purpose of me spraying this spray is because it's a hydrating spray, so you can set your face with this and you can prep because it's a prep and a prime. That's why I love MAC. I love their skincare. I love MAC skincare. I love skincare in general. Is P. Louise sold in stores? Morph.com. Yes. In some Ultas, but not in New York. But some Ultas carry P. Louise because Morph sells P. Louise in the United States. So if you have a Morph store, definitely they have them, but some Ultas have it as well in the Morph section. Okay, so what do you think after your live videos? Go to work, wash your makeup off, or what? Laugh out loud. Nicole, this is what I do. Most of the time, I take pictures, I take videos, and I will just lay around, you know, looking cute, and then go take a bath. Most influencers that do makeup, all we do after the live is take pictures, take videos, sit around looking cute, and then we take it off and do it all over the next day because this is my job. So yeah. I feel like doing my makeup, Nicole, and have nowhere to go. And that's me. Is the YouTube income A1? It depends on your grind. It depends on your grind. So literally, the more you put videos out is the more money you make. I love lives because I get to talk to you guys. I mean, if you message me, I will always message you back. But I love lives because you guys are here. It's happening. So I love to interact with you guys. But yes, the more you are Active on YouTube is the more money you make, but I don't do it for that. I do it because I love y'all and this is what I do. But yeah, the money is good. Money's good. But I'm not here for the money. Okay, so after my face is dry, so I have to go back in with it. So I'm gonna reset my face. Oh, we love you too. Thank you. So this is another MAC Prep and Prime. This is Moisture Infusion. So this is my serum that's running out. So I'm going to hydrate with the spray, and now I'm going to use my serum. You guys know I love some skincare. So I'm going to clip this hair back because it's getting in the way. We're going to clip it all the way back. And I did the ball cap method today, and I'm liking what it was looking like before I put my band on. So I'm excited to see what it look like when I take it off. Oh, Tiffany. Oh, we appreciate you. Thank you. I love you. I'll be like, thank you for coming on my live. Like, I love y'all. So I'm gonna just put my serum on. Are you on around the same time each day? Pretty much, yeah. I'll be back on tomorrow at 6. So whenever I go live, 6 p.m. Eastern, because I'm in New York, that is when I'm going live. That is my live time. Now I'm gonna be live tomorrow. I'll be on to do another look, and then I'll be back on Monday at 6 p.m. to do the live makeup collection because I want to do it on live. I got too much going on. I got a lot. So now I'm gonna go in with my moisturizer. This is the mineralized charged water. So this is a gel just like the Neutrogena. So if you didn't want to get MAC skincare, because I know it's expensive, I know. This is an alternative. This is the Neutrogena Gel Hydrating Hyaluronic Moisturizer. So yeah, I'm just gonna do all MAC skincare because this is what I do. I have a lot of makeup and I have a lot of things. And it makes no sense for me to keep using the same things over and over when I have a plethora of things. You will see on Monday if you tune in to my live, my makeup collection live. I'm gonna go down and show you from skincare on down. I got a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna show you on live. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense for me to always use the same skincare. Plus, your skin gets used to your skincare. So if you're always using like MAC Fix Plus to do your make before your makeup and after your makeup, after a while your skin will reject it, meaning it won't keep you matte, it won't blend your foundation out perfectly. It's just like foundation. That's why I have a multiple amount of foundations, because your skin gets used to things that you put on top of it. Okay, cool. I'm doing my makeup with you tomorrow. I love how you teach us step by step. Oh, thank you, Miss Black. And I will always I'm gonna tell you, because tomorrow I'm gonna go live too and do makeup. I'm gonna always tell you what palette I'll be using. Well, the palettes. So I'm still on Juvia's Place, and then I'm gonna make my way to Morphe. I'm gonna make my way to the Crayon Case. I'm gonna make my way to Planet Makeup by Yolando. But yes, I'm gonna definitely always put it in my community tab what palettes I'll be using. But tomorrow I'll be using Juvia's Place again. Now, if you have a request, if you want me to use a palette that you have, by all means, drop it down here. If I have it, I'll use it tomorrow or I'll use it on Tuesday. So yeah. Okay, let me turn the notifications on. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, Nicole, I'm telling you, I love skincare. Skincare is key. People think I Photoshop my pictures. People think I'm not doing none of that. Like you guys see on live, like that I'm doing my makeup. So you can see like the process that I go through, but you have to do skincare has to be there. So, you want that makeup to lay, you won't be like, you got skincare. So the next thing is my primer. So this is the Natural Radiance Primer from MAC, and I'm going to go over everything that I just used, and then I'm going to figure out foundation. Do you have the James Charles palette? Every time I go to Ulta, it's gone. Honestly, I have so much colorful palettes. Every time I see the James Charles palette in stock, I'm like, get it, don't get it. Get it, don't get it. Because I have similar colors, but I hear that the blend is amazing on it. So if I were to get the I don't have it, but if I was to get it, I would get the mini because I got so much colorful palettes. It would make no sense to just keep getting colorful palettes, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I bought the Norvina palettes for my birthday. Hubby ordered it. They're on the way. So I bought volume 1, 2, and 3. I don't like volume 4 because it just looks stupid. But I'm gonna be coming on doing looks with that. I just love colorful palettes. With James Charles, for some reason, something's stopping me from purchasing it. I don't know what it is. I just don't want it. I want it, but I don't want it. If that makes any sense. Jenna said, okay. I had to I need to know the secret, laugh out loud. Girl, skincare. Okay, so I'll go over because everything is MAC, but you can use the Makeup Revolution calming spray, like I told you guys before. You can use the Morph continuous setting spray. You can use that to prep your skin and after. As long as there's a setting spray, you can use before and after. But this is the MAC Fix Plus in coconut. And then after that, I went in with my moisturizing serum from MAC. Then I went in with my moisturizer that's a gel base as well because I'm oily to normal. And then on top of that, I used my primer. So just 4 things to prep. And then we're going to clean up the wing and we're gonna move on to foundation. I'm not colorful with my eyeshadows. I'm getting bored of my natural beats. To be honest with you, I love a natural beat. It's a timeless beat. This is as natural as I go, or no shadow. I'm weird like that. Like I will just either do color, something like this, or just put midnight banana powder all over my lid, dust it off, put a wing on, spray it down, and keep it moving. I don't have a medium. You know, like how you see those memes, the girl is all glam and then she look terrible. That's me. Like when I'm chilling, I'm just like, then when I'm on, I'm on. So it's either color, something like this, or just a wing. But I feel you though. Skincare products. Yes, I love skincare. So I could show you some other stuff. This is like I said, the Neutrogena. This is the hyaluronic acid. I like, what else do I like? I like everything from this whole line. This whole line is amazing. They have a moisturizer, which is this one. CeraVe is good as well. What else they have? A moisturizer, they have a face wash, they have a primer, they have eye cream and patches. Just go to your local beauty supply or your Walgreens or CVS and get this whole line, because honestly, like, I need everything else. I know I don't need it, but I'm gonna get it eventually. But this is a good product and I love it. It's gel, so it's good for dry, it's good for oily. I love some skincare, but I'm gonna get more into skincare on Monday when I'm showing you guys all my stuff, because I have a whole bunch of different skincares, Becca, all of that good stuff. So I'll be back on Monday with that. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up my wing. So we gonna clean up the wing. I'm gonna use something. I don't want to use something too dark. We gonna do it. So this is CoverGirl. I love CoverGirl for my brows, but not for a base and not for under my eyes. Why? She dries too fast for me, and I'm doing other things. I don't need my concealer to dry that fast. But they're good products, but just not for me. So I'm going to just use this to clean up my wing. This is in the color neutral tan. So this is the color actually under my brows. So it's not too dark, it's not too light. So I'm just gonna clean up my wing, just because I don't want to go near it with the foundation. So I'm just gonna blend it down. I'm gonna take my buffing brush to blend that out and just to fade it in a little bit. Buff it in and fade it down. But this is, I use these as bases for my eyeshadows, and it dries a little too fast, but it, you know, it wasn't a bad look. But I'll stick to the P. Louise or the Plain and Makeup by Yolanda. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Do I have enough? Nope. So I'm gonna go right here, and this just sharpens it up and makes it more prominent. And I like to do my skincare while I'm doing this because I want everything to soak in. And it looks like they're connecting, but they're not. So we're going to clean that up. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys all my skincare and all my concealers and all my foundations. I have a lot. So we're going to have a good time. And then I want you guys to ask me stuff about the product in real time, so we can get the questions answered if you have any. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty foundation. This is in chocolate mousse. It is too dark for me, but I love, love, love the texture. I love the look of it. I love how it feels on my skin. So I'm gonna lighten it up with my Maybelline Superstay. So if you so basically this is high end and this is low end. They literally work the same in my opinion. So it's okay for me to mix them. So this is in the color 332, way too light, and then this is 450 Swiss chocolate. Now when I went to buy my foundation, again, the right color, it's sold out. It's in, I believe it's 440 nutmeg. I told it to Tiffany that day in B Marie's live, but I can't remember, and I threw the bottle out. But I think it's gingerbread. Is it gingerbread? I think it's gingerbread. I'm not too sure, but it's sold out on Ulta. It's sold out in Sephora either way. So I'm gonna mix these two. So I'm gonna do 2 pumps of this one. So we're gonna 1, 2, and then I'm gonna do 1 pump of the Huda Beauty. I love this foundation. It's just not my tone. And I'm going to apply it. You know, I like to use a brush first. I told you guys using a brush for me is better because it puts it where I need it to be, and then all I have to do is blend it out. So we're gonna get the foundation brush and I'm gonna apply it where I need it to be. How is her setting powders? Are they good, Huda? I don't have them. I know that some people they use it, but they say that they get a lot of flashback from it. And I also have the Too Faced setting powders, and they give you too much flashback and it's too chalky under my eyes. So I didn't buy another one. I think I have that in medium tan. I'll show, but most likely I'll show it to you on Monday in the video. But I'm just going to blend this in. But yeah, I heard that Huda Beauty, her powders have flashback. And it was a bunch of controversy because she copied Beauty Bakery's theme and all that jazz. So I'm, girl, it'd be too much drama in the beauty community. But she did copy her because she already had like baking powders and they had like cute little names and they had scents. And then Huda Beauty came like 2 months later with the same concept. I'm like, why you did that, girl? She said, yeah, I remember that too. Yeah. And I'm like, dang. And you know, she's like a small brand. Beauty Bakery and Huda Beauty. Everybody knows Huda Beauty. So it was kind of like, why you did that to that girl? So you see, it blends out effortlessly. So I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm just going to place it where I want it to be. Place it where I want it to be. No. Okay. Do you wash your brushes every day or after every use? After every use. So he's like, because yes. Every time I get off live, that's the first thing. Well, that's the second thing I do. No, that's the third thing. After I get off live, I take my pictures, I take my videos, I fix my makeup desk, and then I go wash my brushes. Tiffany said, she laughing. She like, yeah, dude, you heard him, right, girl? He's not washing them. I'm washing them. But yeah, that's my routine after I get off live. I get off live. I take my pictures. I clean up my makeup desk. I reorganize it because I know I'm gonna go live the next day, and then I wash my brushes. And right now it's winter time, so that my brushes dry really fast because I have them I have them sitting by the heater, so they dry within a few hours. But I leave them there overnight, and then when it's time for me to do the live, I'll do my brows and then I'll go get the brushes. What brush? What brush? Wash the. I use Zote soap. Zote Zote soap. And I find because I just got into Facebook like maybe 2-3 months ago, and every time they would do their makeup, somebody would ask them what do they clean their brushes with because they go live so often doing their makeup and their brushes are clean. And they said Zote soap, and I found that pretty much everybody that I watch uses that for their brushes. So and it works really good. So I've been using that for the past few weeks, and I'm sold. So I use that every night, and then I put them to dry, and it doesn't like make the brush hair stiff or anything. It literally just washes your brushes really really fast. So I'm sold. And the bar is like really really big, so I cut it up. cut it up because it's so big. Like, why would you want to use that big old bar to wash your brushes? And it's, I think, well, in New York it's like $2 or a dollar something. That color looks really good on you. Oh, thank you. But that's the thing, I had to mix it. So I feel like when it comes to makeup, it's all about sticking to it. Like, before, my foundation would be off, but then I'd be cute, but my foundation would be off. So I found that if I know that a foundation works for me, like I know this works for me, but well, it worked for me, I just use something lighter. Let me show it this way. I use something lighter to just to lighten this up. So this is basically doing the work, but she's helping her out a little bit. So thank you. I try to make sure that, like the undertone and everything looks good. But it's not easy. It comes with time. It comes with experience. It's not like I woke up one day and I was like, "Oh, my makeup looks great." No, I worked at it, and being that I do other people's makeup, sometimes I have to mix for them too. So just having multiple foundations, which are affordable because I have a lot of Superstay. I have two Superstays that I use sometimes as well. Like when you see it says trial and error. Yes, Miss Black. Yes. When you go to Rite Aid and you see that they're having a sale on foundation, grab you a few that you feel would work for you and go home and try it. You can always return it if it doesn't look good, or you can mix it with something that you have that may be too light or too dark. That's what I did. Like I bought this one, which is 336, and this is in the color warm bronze. It's too yellow for me. So then I went back and I got the one that's lighter than it because there was no in between. And together they work good. So I would say when you see that they have like sales on foundation, try to get you like one or two that may work. Sometimes you could use that to mix with something you already have. Superstay is better than Fit Me Maybelline. Yes. Juvia's Place foundation makes me look flawless. Oh, I have it. I just feel like when it comes to Juvia's Place, I love her foundation. I just feel like it's not a matte, like it's not matte to me, but it looks good. I have a bunch of those too. You'll see that on Monday. Um, it looks super, super good. I'm just gonna move this a little bit. It looks super, super good, but Fit Me is so matte. Oh my god, Fit Me is super duper matte. And then when it comes to the like the luminous one, I feel like it's too luminous. But yeah, Superstay for me is just like Huda Beauty. The foundation and everything, like the formula, it feels like the same. Like I was telling you guys earlier, like drugstore, they're stepping it up. They're definitely stepping it up. So I'm gonna go around the brow. Because before you would go to the drugstore and they didn't have like the foundation formula would be trash. Now it's really good. And I will grab Maybelline Superstay before my Huda Beauty, before my NARS, before my Too Faced, before my MAC, like all of that. Why don't you like a matte look? I love a matte look when I create it. Now, Maybelline Superstay is a matte, but she doesn't dry me out. I feel like I need control. Like I do a lot of baking, I do a lot of setting. So if the foundation's already super duper matte, I'm gonna be like, by the end of the night, my face is gonna be super super dry. I don't want that. So I want to be able to have some leeway when it comes to setting, when it comes to like powder contour and baking. I feel like if the foundation is too dry, it dries me out and it's not a good look. I just feel like really, really stiff, and I'm gonna be going in with my spray all day. Like I've done that at work where I'm like super duper matte, and I feels like my skin is like thirsty. I don't like that. So I'm going to blend that in. But yeah, it's all trial and error. When I see that foundation is on sale, I pick it up. Cause I will mix and match, I like to match my jawline, so I'll like get two shades, like I told you, and then I'll just like mix them, or I'll try one and then I'll try the other, and then I'll see what it looks like mixed. When it comes to getting your makeup done right and getting the right shade, sometimes you're gonna have to mix. But I would rather mix something that's affordable versus Huda Beauty that's $40. or I'm gonna get me a Maybelline Superstay to mix with this hair huda and it gonna work. So I didn't. So I try. I what? So I tend to pat or blot. Then I well then need a matte makeup, right? Or just a little matte primer. Get you a matte primer. Even if your foundation says dewy, luminous, once you have a matte primer, you'll be fine because it'll balance each other out. It won't be super dry and it won't be super dewy. So I'm going to go in with some. I've been cream contouring, so I'm not gonna cream highlighting, excuse me. So I'm not gonna cream highlight. Ooh, what you eat? That's not good. What you cooking? So what are your thoughts on using an aloe vera leaf on your face? Can I have some, please? Give me some, girl. It's so good. It's hydrating, and also they said that it's like antibacterial for your face, and they say it's good for your hair too. Anything that's all natural is perfect. So I'm gonna mix these two. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible. This is in cashew, which is super light, but we're gonna use that in the inner. But this is toffee, so I'm gonna go in with toffee. And I'm just gonna put it, oh, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. As you can see, this right here, it doesn't have like a pink tint to it, but it's really, really close to my foundation color, which is fine. I actually like that. I would rather go in with something that's like 1 to 2 shades lighter than me. And then I'm gonna go in and super bright. So I'm gonna put this on. So let me show you guys what it looks like. This is the L'Oreal Infallible. Get you some, girl. It's so good. I've been trying for like 2 days and my face feels so soft after I wash it off. Yeah. Aloe is really good for your hair too. Aloe is really good. Okay, so I'm gonna put that on and I'm gonna let it do its due. I don't let my concealer dry, but I like it to dry down a little bit. So I always do that first. I'm gonna go in with cashew just right in the inner. Just right here. I want it to be a little brighter. Just a little bit. And I'm gonna let it do its due. And I'm gonna contour in the meantime. I'm gonna contour with concealer today. I'm not gonna go in with my cream. You know I loves me a cream contour, but not today. So I'm gonna go in with this L'Oreal Infallible. They dry really, really fast. These are good. This is a good base for an eyeshadow. So literally the one that I just used in the inner corner. If you wanted to use it as a base, you can. Just make sure you pat the heck out of her before you put shadow on, because she's prone to crease. Concealer is prone to crease because it's not a base. So I would say if you want your shadows to be flawless, get you a base. But if not, get you some of the L'Oreal Infallible. So I'm going to contour with this one. This is in the color Cocoa. So I'm going to contour with this one. And I'm going to get my brush ready because she plays no games. I'm going to spray my brush because this helps with the blending. So I'm going to zoom it out a little bit. So I'm going to put it right here. And then you just want to make sure that the brush has even distribution when it comes to the setting powder. And I'm going to push this up. This dries really fast, so I really can't do too much delving. She dries so damn fast. So you're going to blend her. And then remember I told you guys, if you watch any of my lives, foundation is your foundation brush is your best friend. So after you blend her in, we're just going to make sure that she is molded into the skin and looking natural. You don't want it to just be sitting on your face. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna do my nose, okay, and then I'm gonna do right here on my chin, but let me zoom out. I'm short. You know your girl's short. Let me sit up a little bit. So the reason why I sprayed the brush is because you want even blendability. Even if I didn't spray the brush, it would be fine. But this is really going to ensure I went too far. We're going to knock that off. Even if you didn't spray your brush, your brush is going to blend because it's concealer. But I just like it to have a natural effect. So we're just going to use that. How often do you hear Dirty Diana? Oh my God. Not often anymore. That's why I was always in the principal's office as a kid. They used to literally put my desk into the principal's office because I was always fighting. I was a tomboy. Now I don't fight. I'm a lady. But back in the day I would scrap because don't play with me. I used to hear that a lot. And then the funny thing is, my brother, he's older than me. He loved Diana Ross. So he's like, so he told my mother, name her Diana. But my last name is Rose, like the flower. So my name is Diana Rose. So imagine how much people called me Diana Ross or Dirty Diana. Yes, it's cute. Thank you. Yes, so I heard, oh, I'll be scrapping. Because they were like, Dirty Diana, Dirty Diana. Oh my God. Or Diana Ross. And they knew that my last name was Rose, but they still called me Ross. And I'm like, yeah, I was terrible. So I would always fight because people thought I was don't play with me. So I would always be in the principal's office. I would eat my lunch in the principal's office, and then 20 minutes to dismissal, they would let me go back to the class to get my coat because I was always fighting because somebody was always saying Dirty Diana or oh, your name is Diana Ross. Like, oh, child. So I don't get it that often anymore. I don't get Dirty Diana at all, but I get Diana Ross mostly because people see Diana and then the ROS and they just automatically put another S. I'm like, no, it's an E. My name is Miss Rose. Can I help you? So I'm gonna take that concealer. No, I didn't hear. I want to put the concealer here. I'm not too sure. Tiffany, girl, I mean, to this day, I still get it, Ross. And then I'm like, can you read? And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, Miss Rose. Yeah, my name is Rose. So yeah. So the face application is almost done. So I'm going to blend this out because this dries super duper fast. So I'm just going to pat it. I'm going to pat it in. And then I'm going to also powder contour. But in a second. So now that the concealer has done its due and it's together, I'm going to blend with a brush. I usually blend with a dry beauty blender if you're used to my lives. I don't feel like doing a dry beauty blender today for some reason, but I'm going to use it to set with the powder, but not to blend out. So I'm just going to tap. A matter of fact, I'm going to take this concealer and I'm going to pat it out. I'm going to use this to just go under my eyes a bit and to bring it up. Just so I don't have to go too close with this big old brush. So I like to pat, 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 and you're gonna drag it on the side. So we're gonna start to slim out that nose. But I'm going to take the brush and I'm gonna pat it. You're gonna look up. Muscle memory will help you because I'm so used to patting under my eyes that you won't poke yourself in the eye. You'll be fine. Once you start to do it more often, you'll be good. I'm gonna go back in with that contour brush and I'm just going to marry the two. I feel like I got hair. Yes, I did. I had hair on my face, but I got it. Okay, and then we're gonna work between these three now because we're gonna do this to buff everything in. Remember, this is the contour and this is the concealer. So I just went in with the concealer, then the contour. Now I'm gonna use my foundation brush just to make sure that it's smooth. So we have it blended, not blended. Contour good, contour just sitting there waiting for you to blend it. So I'm going to take that brush again. And I like to use this just because I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to mess up my concealer or poke myself in the eye with that big old brush. So I'm just going to use that just to get right up under here. And don't forget that wing. I'm going to use this as well to go under the bridge of my nose, but I'll do that in a second. So I'm going to blend. And this is, I love it. This is my favorite part of my application. I don't know about you, but I love the face. Eyes are cool, brows are cool, a wing is cool, but it's nothing like having a snatched face. I'm just saying. So we're gonna blend it and we're gonna look up. I want some jerk chicken. I wanted jerk chicken for like 2 weeks now. Okay, now I went in too far with the contour, I mean with the highlight, so we're just gonna buff that line back in, okay? We're not gonna mess with the nose right now. We're just gonna mess with the face and we're gonna keep it moving. So I'm just going to make sure that under my eyes and everything is looking good. Okay. I'm gonna tighten up my wing anyway, again, just cause I'm gonna be using powder. Okay, and now we're gonna go back in. Hint, hint to the chef in the kitchen. I'm telling you, girl. I just want it. I won't even eat it, I bet. I just want it for some strange reason. She said chef in the kitchen. They had a microwave going. Okay. So the concealer that I used under my eyes is still on this brush. I'm going to go right here. I never could draw this straight. So I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose, okay? Miss Black is laughing. So I'm just going to draw it. And I'm going to take the tip and I'm going to drag it down. I'm not going to mess with it right now. I'm going to leave it and I'm going to let it do its thing. I'm going to go under my contour. Okay, because you want the contour to be sitting. You're going to switch it because my concealer is losing. Okay. Hi, Michelin. How are you? Go. So I'm going to take the rest of the concealer. It's not gonna be enough or but it's okay because we're gonna bake anyway right here. So I'm just gonna put it here. Okay, so this is what we have. Take the foundation. We're gonna blend it. I just want this line right here, but I'm gonna diffuse it. But I want to make sure that you see where my contour is hitting. I just want it to be real sharp. And then we're gonna go back in and we're gonna hit it. What's that, saltfish? Oh, fish. I'm gonna hit it with some setting powder to reinforce that line, okay? And then we're gonna use the same brush and we're gonna blend in your chin, okay? So now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start to set. So I'm gonna grab my powders. Okay. So I'm gonna take these Stardust powders. I love these powders. They have warm beige. I need it. So it would have been beige, warm beige, and then cool caramel. I need to get her warm beige. I probably stalk her site just like you, Tiffany. But I'm gonna mix the two. So get me a little bit of the cool caramel. So this is what that looks like. And then beige is really light. Beige is like really, really beige. So I'm gonna mix the two right here. So I always shake it up, going everywhere. Huh? No, ma'am. I did a beauty blender versus brush challenge in my last live, not yesterday's live. Friday's live. If you go back and watch that, I did a beauty blender and a brush battle. But my beauty blender, whenever I use it, it's dry. So I could have used it today to blend out, but it's always gonna be dry. I don't like a beauty blender because it takes away product, and I put it there for a reason. So no, I don't like to use it, especially wet. But I'm gonna use it dry to set under my eyes. But with my technique, I used it with creams. I did cream concealer that day under my eyes, and I blended it out. I blend out the left side with the dry beauty blender, and then with the brush. It doesn't look different because I didn't wet it. So you can still get a flawless full face application with a dry beauty blender. I like the brush application. What brand was that? Was the setting powder? You don't okay, so let me show you a closed one. Can y'all see that? There you go. Stardust. So she's big on Facebook. She's really big on Facebook. It's a black owned company. She lives in Chicago and she does flawless makeup. I love her. Her name, what's her name? Jasmine. Her name is Jasmine. But you can follow her on Shapeshift Cosmetics. So shapeshiftcosmetics.com. But her powders are sold out right now because they're doing that well. I love her powders. I'm happy I got me some. So I'm gonna set with that, and I mix cool caramel, yeah, and beige. So I'm just going to go in, and I want to make sure that I didn't increase, because most likely I did, because I did not set it yet. Is cool caramel, was cool caramel your skin tone? No, cool caramel is way too light. Ginger is my skin tone, so I'm gonna use this today to set my face. So I'll show you what this looks like in a second. Well, I could show you, but this is what it looks like. So this is ginger, and then this is beige. I mean cool caramel, ginger, cool caramel, and then I'm gonna show you beige. Beige is real light. So this is beige and cool caramel. So beige is more of a white, and cool caramel has like a yellow undertone. So she has a warm beige, and I'm sure it'll be perfect for me, but I don't have it yet. So I mix cool caramel and beige. Now with setting powder, does it matter that I am dark? I see so many that are light with powder, that so many that are light powders. She has dark powders as well. This is mocha. I'm gonna use this to contour. So this is her mocha. Mocha, I really didn't mess with it. This is mocha. So she has powders darker than this. So I have 4 of her powders. Let me see if I can stack them and you can see them all together. So these are all her powders together. So this is cool caramel, beige, mocha, and then the last one is ginger that I'll be using. So yeah. So she has powders for everybody. She has, definitely. Let me blend this out. So I'm gonna show you how her powder melts in. She has, she has an open PR. I'm like, I ain't even gonna do it. I ain't never gonna do it. So I'm gonna blend it in and I'm gonna show you. Somebody said something before. Should setting powder match your concealer color? Not necessarily, because banana is way yellower than the mixture that I'm making. So I feel like once your concealer is on point, you can use a setting powder that's lighter than the concealer or the same color. It really won't make a difference, because ultimately, as long as the concealer is the right color, you'll be fine. Do a lighter or the exact tone. So I'm going to show y'all how it works for the nighttime. Okay, I'm gonna blend in. I'm gonna zoom in for y'all. Let me tighten this up right here. Tighten it up, tighten it up, tighten it up, tighten it up. I'm gonna answer y'all in a second. No, I'm not hungry. So I'm gonna show, this is her mixture. I'm gonna show you how it melts into the skin. Her powders are A1. I'm not on her PR. I bought these with my own money, but her powders are A1. And this is what her powder looks like. It's super smooth, it's blended. So not set. Her powders are really good. And then I'm gonna go in on the other side. I see y'all's backs and I'm coming. Let me seconds. So they just melt into the skin super duper easily, and it's melted in. Like her powders are smooth, and when you feel it, it feels like it's smooth. What y'all saying? And her website again. Thank you for showing us these products. I will order them. Ben Nye is the best. I love me some Ben Nye. I love me some. Let me see if I could comment her stuff. You could shape. I'm gonna comment y'all. Shape Shift Cosmetics.com. It's all let me put it all together. Let me put it all together. Oh, I can't put .com. I forgot. Let me just do it. Shape Shift Cosmetics. Did it go? Let me see. It won't let me comment. It won't let me comment. Boo, can you do me a favor? Can you just put Shape Shift Cosmetics in the comments, please? It won't let me comment it, guys. I don't know. So annoying. No, I was asking, but he's eating. It's okay. No. Let me see. Can I? Okay. It let me finally do it. Um, hopefully you'll see it in a second. I commented on it. It won't let me. It's not coming up. I don't know. For some reason, it won't come up. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me comment again. Sheep. Shapeshifts Cosmetics. Okay. Hopefully, there it goes. Shapeshiftcosmetics.com. There you go. That's her website. Shapeshiftcosmetics.com, where you can get the powder. I'm gonna bake with her powder, but I'm going to set first. But yeah, that's it. But you can there she's on Facebook and she's on Instagram. So if you wanted to go and like see what the powders are about and how it looks on different skin tones, I feel like on her Instagram she has people who have used all shades of her powder under the eyes so you can get gauge with your complexion. But her powders are really good. So I'm just gonna cut my cheek right here. So mixing them are better than using one. I don't have the one in between. So this is beige and this is cool caramel. There's one that goes in the middle of it, which is warm beige. So it'll be beige, warm beige, cool caramel. I don't have it. If I had it, I wouldn't have to mix. I would literally just put this in my kit for when I do people's makeup and I'll just throw it in there. But I need it in order for me to get the right color, because she said that she mixed some of her powders and those two she mixed, I don't have it yet. And I think her site is down. I think she sold out. She had a Black Friday and she also had a Cyber Monday sale and she said everything is sold out. So now I'm gonna bake. So I'm gonna bake with the same powder. So yeah. So you don't have to, no, I'm mixing them because I need the right color and I don't have it, so I'm making it. Just like mixing your foundation because you don't have the right color, making it is the same concept. So I'm just gonna bake. And then I'm going to blend out my nose because it's just sitting there. So this is the old way I used to do my makeup when I was super duper highlighted and contoured. Do you keep the mix or you throw it out? I keep it, but I put it back into cool beige. I mean into the beige. So basically, this is the beige. So when I'm done, I will just dump the rest into the beige. I won't put it into the cool caramel because some days I use cool caramel on its own and I want a different look, so I will dump it into the beige container. We don't throw away products, girls. 2020. We got, we gotta conserve. So I'm just going to bake. And this is how I used to do my makeup. I'm gonna bake here too. So I'm gonna flip the sponge. Usually when I do my makeup, I don't do these steps anymore. But when I was working at MAC, I was always snatchy. So this is the old way of me doing my makeup. But now on lives and stuff, I don't do it like that because I ain't really going nowhere, but I'm feeling myself, so we're gonna do it too. So I'm gonna take the foundation brush and I'm gonna blend that contour in. So you wanna be careful just not to touch your under eyes. So I'm gonna tilt my head. What is baking? Baking is when you leave setting powder under your eyes and eventually it will absorb into the foundation or the concealer. Now, when you're baking, don't bake if your skin is dry. Do not bake if your skin is dry. No, don't. Now, when it comes to baking, you will push the powder in first, like I did. I just showed you guys when I pushed it in. Then I go over and I add the same powder and I just let it sit. That's what's baking. So I'm gonna blend out my nose. So yeah, baking will increase the brightness under your eyes. You won't crease as much under your eyes because you're baking with the powder. Now, if I just put the powder on and pushed it in like I did first and go ahead about my business, I may crease later on, may or may not. But with baking, you are putting extra product and letting it sit in an area, and that area will be super duper set. So that's what baking is. Baking is leaving your powder on after you've pushed it in for a few minutes, and that area will be super duper highlighted. So I'm gonna do down the bridge of my nose. I never could do down the bridge of my nose straight. I always gotta turn around and fix it, but it's okay. I'm gonna take a brush. Where's my brush? I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna make sure that I move that powder because I don't want it to be highlighted. I want it to be contoured right here. So baking is good for if you have oily skin, if you want your highlight to be brighter, or you feel like your crease under your eyes. Baking is really, really good because it's going to ensure that that powder stays there and it's going to be concentrated. Once you knock it off, your under eye will be set in place. Now, I'm not saying it won't be set if you don't bake, but baking will really ensure that your concealer stays under your eyes in place and super duper bright. So I'm going to start to contour with I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty. This is in Coco Naughty, and I'm going to use this and to set that contour. I always put my contour into my shadow just because I just do that. Even when I'm doing a color shadow, I will still put my contour in my crease. So I will just, let me zoom in a little bit. So I'm just gonna connect the two, and it just like it just marries. And I'm gonna go right here. You can go all the way through the crease if you want, but it's not necessary. Okay. Now I'm gonna put the powder. This is I don't have a lot, but this is what's left. I'm gonna knock it off and I'm gonna put it in there and it's gonna go ahead part. Okay, what? How long were you at MAC? What part of, and I'm from the Bronx. And I was with MAC. I'm still with them because I'm still active. I started with MAC in 2013, and I'm still current. I just have not worked for them since the pandemic. So I'm still active. I can go back if I want, but it's kind of like the pandemic, yeah. And then everything is like most of the stores are closed down, or they have like 3 people at a time working in the store. So they kind of like they're rotating like the schedules. We ain't doing that. So now I'm going to take another Shapeshift Cosmetics powder. This is in the color Ginger, and I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. This is Ginger, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to set the rest of my face. I didn't do my contour yet or anything because I'm going to wait. So I'm going to just take the powder. You just get a little bit of powder, you're going to knock it off, and I'm going to set everywhere that I did not set. So we're going to avoid the baking areas. I'm going to go here. I'm going to take a smaller brush from my forehead because I don't have a lot of space there. But we're just going to set, which is not a lot of areas because we were baking here, we're baking here, baking here, baking here. It's just literally around my jaw and my contour line. Now the reason why I'm setting my contour with a nude with my face powder is because you do not want your contour to be too dark. So I do this to ensure that just the right amount of powder gets on my contour. I don't need it to be super duper dark. I'm gonna knock off that bake, but you see you still have that line. So it's gonna always have that line there. I love that. I'm gonna knock this off. You can pat it in if you want or sweep it away. It's up to you. And don't forget your forehead because we put powder there too. I'm gonna be fancy, fancy. Where is it? This is supposed to be clear, but I'm always using it on my brows. So this is the clear brow gel from MAC. It used to be clear, now it's dark brown, but it's okay. Because remember, we use powders. So I'm just going to put this back in my brow so my brow could stand out. little bit more because we put all this powder on there. And I'm just going to brush it up. And I got some new, I bust out some new lashes, so I'm excited. So I'm going to take her powder in the color Mocha. So this is her dark setting powder. And I'm going to contour. I'm going to take my brush. So I'm going to get a little bit of the powder. So you can contour with any powder. So this is a setting powder, but I'm going to contour with it. And yeah, so it's okay. Any powder is fine. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to use this for all over your face if this is your skin tone. You can also use it to contour, and I'm going to show you that now. So I'm going to put it here, and we're going to contour. Now, I love contouring with a setting powder. Why? Because it's not as pigmented as a contour powder, but it's still going to give you definition because it's not my skin tone, which is fine. So see? So no contour, contour. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get a little bit. I'm going to knock it off. I like to pat from the ear, go down, back up, and then on your temples. I didn't do my temples over here. Okay, now I'm going to take the same powder. And I'm going to go here. I didn't contour. I was supposed to contour my chin and my jawline, and I forgot. But it's okay because this is a darker powder, so we're just going to contour that. Okay, okay. So see, I set under my eyes, I set my face and my contour with setting powders. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a face powder. Like this is a MAC setting powder, this is a mineralized skin finish, and this is also a powder, but this is a full coverage powder, which I'm gonna put under my eyes. This is MAC NC50, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do 45. So this is MAC NC45. So this is a powder. So I'm gonna use that under my eyes really fast. I'm gonna take the same brush that I used to blend out my concealer. I'm gonna get a little bit of product, tap it off, and I'm gonna look up. And I'm just gonna go over it. Remember, we put that big powder there, which is fine. You can leave it like that, but I'm just extra, so we're gonna just add a little extra. So I'm gonna show you the difference. So see, I put powder here, no powder there. So this is the powder, and it just gives you a little bit more coverage. I'm a full coverage girl. It is what it is. So I'm just going to blend that in. Okay. So we're full coverage. Do you use the mineralized skin finish under your eyes too? You can. I have a bunch of colors too. You can. And I'm going to go here because I highlighted under my jaw. Under my contour line, excuse me. So wherever I put that powder, I'm going to put it there. Charlotte Tilbury, do you have that? No, I like her though, but she's kind of expensive. The only thing I want from Charlotte Tilbury is that setting spray, because I heard that setting spray is no joke, and you take your mask off and your makeup is still on. I'm sold. I just haven't been to Sephora. And then whenever you order, it just takes so long. But my next stop is Sephora. I need some Sephora items. I don't need them, I want them. Okay, so this is what we have. This is the face, right? So I'm gonna show you guys the powders I have from the mineralized powders. Did I drop one? I probably did. I dropped one, sorry y'all. So this is mineralized powder. So if I was to use one, I would use this one all over my face. And then I would do this one for under my eyes. This is dark golden. And then to contour, this is dark tan. So I'm going to show you all three side by side. Okay, so this is what they look like. So contour, under the eyes, all over the face. So these are my holy grail powders. They have some good stuff. And for my powders, because I have them here, so I'll show you guys the powders as well. I'll show you them in order like I just did. So this is NC55. So this is NC55, so I will use this all over my face. This is NC50. I could use this all over my face as well. And then this is NC45. This is NC45, and then this is NC43. This is NC43. So 45 for NC55, NC50, NC45, and then NC43. What's your summer shade? And in foundation or in powder? Because in foundation, the Huda Beauty foundation, this is perfect for me. And the gingerbread is my winter color. As far as powders, I feel like I still would mix my powders. MAC powder, NC55, I could still get away with using it. NC50, NC55, 50, I go between those two with the Studio Fix powders. With the mineralized powders, between dark tan and dark. I dance in between them. But my foundation is NC47 or NC50. Or 45, depending on how much of a tan I lose. Okay, so now that we have that, we're going to spray our face. I'm going to take the regular Fix Plus. Coconut is cute. I love her for prepping my skin. I can spray her down now. Don't feel like it. So I'm just going to use my Tried and True Fix Plus. I like a wet set, like I always tell you guys. A wet set is when your face visibly looks wet, but it's not. So I like that. I didn't use all of these brushes. So I'm going to let that simmer down. And I'm going to start to do my lashes. I'm going to get my lashes together. Because now that all my powder is on, I'm going to put my lashes on. I hate to do that with lashes on. I feel like powder always gets in the lash, which is super annoying. So I'm just going to cut the tips of the lash off. So these little tips here, I'm going to show you guys. These little tips right here and right there, I cut them off. So right at the ends. What spray gives you the wet look? Wet look after your face is set, or wet look like a wet set? Because to be honest with you, if you want like a dewy look, you can use the hydrating morph spray. I'll show you that on Monday. I got that too. But when I spray that, it gives me like a dewy look. But I always spray matte first and then I spray that. So let me prep these lashes. And I'm going to highlight. I don't know what I'm going to highlight with. But we shall see. I think I'm going to use the I did most of MAC, so we're going to stay on that MAC train. I'm going to highlight with their highlighting trio. Yeah, so some sprays can give you a wet set, but it's going to dry down, like how my face is dry now. But when it comes to a dewy look, I like the Morph Dewy spray. It's not too dewy because I always spray Fix Plus first. But if you want a dewy look, that'll be good too if you use that one. So my lashes are getting ready. So I'm going to highlight today. We did MAC. I did old school. I reminisced. So I'm going to go in with this MAC Hyper Real Glow. This is the gold one. And this is what they look like. So it goes from darkest to lightest. I'm going to go with the darkest one. And I'm going to pat it here. So I'm using the side of my contour brush to apply it. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. Super duper cute. And then I'm going to use the bristles just to blend it down into the contour. I'm going to take a smaller brush. And I'm going to use that highlight right here. And right here. Right? And then I'm going to highlight under the brow bone. I just pat it into place. I don't even blend this out. I just pat it. And then you pat it right here. Okay? Old school highlighting. I'm going to highlight my Cupid's bow. I don't always do this, but I'm going to do it today. Right there. So we got that. So I'm going to do one highlight today. I'm not going to go crazy. And we're going to blend it out. Okay, now I'm gonna pop my lashes on. You look so pretty. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. I feel like lashes just ties everything in. And I always tell you guys, put your glue on and highlight. Put your glue on and fill your brow in if you messed it up. Or get your lip color together. Once you do that, it gives the glue enough time just to be tacky, and you could just pop it on like I just did. So I'm gonna just pop this one on, put it into place, and then you're just gonna pop it. Ooh, don't like how that's sitting. We're gonna pop it this way. Okay. I don't think this has enough glue. So I'm gonna leave this and I'm gonna get my lip color together just because. I mean, everything is like, with the pandemic, nothing's open. And I'm not going clubbing. I seen everybody clubbing. I ain't clubbing, y'all. So I'm gonna take my lippies from my line that I didn't drop yet, but it's dropping. I'm gonna do my chocolate lip today because I just want to do an ultra nude. An ultra nude today. While my lash is drying. Well, not drying, but getting tacky. Okay, I'm gonna do 3. What's your website? My website is not up. I'm gonna let you guys know when I drop everything, but these are my lippies that I'm coming out with. So I'm gonna do 2 glosses and a liquid lipstick, but it's not up yet. I'm gonna do a post and like a live letting you guys know like the new items and stuff like that. So this is my dark one. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. My liquid lipstick. Just cause we're doing a nude. You look so beautiful, baby. Oh, thank you, Michelin. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Just get up in there. I'm gonna overline a little bit. Blend in. This is a liquid lipstick, and the other 2 are glosses. So I'm just going to blend that in a little bit. But I'm gonna when everything is like live, I'm gonna let you guys know. But I love them. So this one is called Dough. So she's chocolatey brown. Love her. And then this one is Skin Tight. And then this one is Juicy. I still got to get used to the names. Forgive me. Oh, let me pop my lash on before it gets too dry. Okay, now we on. Like popcorn. Okay. They're like, where you going? Nowhere. I'm going to take me some pictures. Take me some pictures and be back on tomorrow with another look. But the lashes are on. I wonder, should I smoke out the lash line or should I just leave it bare? Because people always think I have liner. There's no liner under my lash line, but it always looks like I have liner on when I'm doing my makeup. They're like, what liner did you use under your eyes? I'm like, DNA, because I didn't put anything. But I could smoke it out. Okay. So I'm going to take Skin Tight and Juicy, and I'm going to mix them. Do you do clothing hauls? Not really. I do sneakers now and then Juicy on top. I'm like a tomboy, so I really don't like dress up. I love my jeans and my sneakers and my hoodies. I'm gonna take my liner. I'm gonna take my dark brown liner, and I'm just gonna fade that in a little bit more. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I'm gonna take my dark brown liner from my line, and I'm just gonna line it. You just always want to reline your lips. And then I'm going to take my clear gloss that I have somewhere here. Okay, I'm going to take my clear gloss. I'm always looking for something. And I'm just going to get some on the back of my hand because I don't want to mix this inside. So this is the lip. And then once I put the gloss on, it's like it's the gloss for me. I love this combo. So I'm just going to get a little bit more. I'm going to get some clear gloss. And I just pop it. I don't have enough. Let me get some more. Okay, now we getting it. And this is the look. The lips is cute. A little natural lip for y'all. Oh, gotta cause this in. It's so pretty. It's just a soft lip. It's nothing crazy. And I'm gonna spray one more time. I'm gonna spray this time. Put earrings on. Tiffany said, put earrings on. Oh, they're right there. Okay. So this is the Coconut Fix Plus. I just love it. It's so cute. Okay. Okay, let me get my earrings. Okay, Tiffany said, what is it right now? I have to take this wrap off and I have to fix her on my hairline. Puts her hoops on. If I could get there. Okay. Now let me take my little. Got my baby hairs together today. It's the baby hair for me because I be struggling. Just get up in here. You're so gorgeous. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. You're too sweet. Thank you. Let me just get around the baby hairs. I did the ball cap method, so your girl is on point today. Okay. I flattened it out. Let me zhuzh it up a little bit. Let me move back. I always got to move back because I'm so close to the camera. But this is the look, you guys. When do you put concealer on? Oh, Miss, I got you right now. Where's my thing? Just cause I forgot, I'm gonna take it. Oh, I'm gonna take off the middle. Okay. Right now. Just for you. So I'm gonna leave the line around because I need the liner. I'm gonna get my other liquid lipstick, my nude liquid lipstick. Let me get her. Where's she at? This is Frisky. I'm like, this is my Frisky. This is Frisky from my line as well. It's like a terracotta color. So I'm gonna put it in the middle. Liner and gloss would look so pretty on you. Oh, thank you. So let me see. So I'm just putting this on together. Let me zoom in a little bit because I moved out. So this one is terracotta, right? Usually for me to brighten her up, because she's cute on her own, but since I did the darker liquid lipstick on the bottom, this is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna blend her, blend them together. Let me move back up. Okay, blend her, taking some concealer. Just to lighten her up. I'm gonna add a little bit more. So right now she bumped up Frisky. Frisky was dark, which is cute because I used her on her own, but this lightened her up, right? And this is what it would look like. I'm gonna blend it. So we went from this to this. Let me zoom y'all out a little bit. So we went from this, which is like a terracotta kind of color, and we added the concealer, and this is what we have. But you need the concealer needs to have something underneath it, right? That's what we have. And then what you're gonna do is, now that you have that, if you want the matte look, which I really don't like a matte look on my lip, you can keep it like this, but I always add a gloss. I'm always looking for something. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. So I'm gonna oopsie, I'm gonna take an eyeliner because my pencil's all the way down there. So this is an eyeliner. I'm just gonna redefine. I'm sorry.
You talking to me?
Matte looks nice on you. Oh, thank you.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
I know you heard me.
I heard you. Okay. I'm gonna move in a little bit. So my liquid lipstick, my dark one in Dough on the outside, but now I'm going over it with a dark brown liner. Right? And then we did my liquid lipstick in the middle with the concealer on the top. And this is what it would look like. You would just it will make it more lighter because you added the what you call, you added the concealer in the middle. But I'm going Amy Hing Lounge. So I'm gonna add some of my glow. I love my gloss. So I'm gonna add some just to bump it up. Like, tell me that don't look good. Like, come on. So this is my clear gloss in Space Bubble. Like, it's just the gloss for me. So that's how you would do it. You put the lipstick on first, the liquid lipstick you want on first, and you add the concealer, blot it together, and then I'm gonna always add gloss because I just like glossy lips. But this is the finished look, guys. I'm excited. Every time I mess with my hair, the lighting changes. But this is the finished look. I'm excited. And what do you guys think? Do you like the look? What you think? What you think? I think it's so good. Like, so good. I'm about to take some pictures, y'all. Some pictures. Love it. Oh, thank you, Miss Black. So I'm gonna move back. Let me zoom. Can I zoom out? No. This is as far as I go. I have my product behind me, so I can't move all the way back because I got me some boxes back there. Thank you, Michelin. But this is the look. I wish I could just zoom out a little bit, but this is the hair, so it's long, y'all, long hair. But if you follow me on Instagram, let me put my Instagram again. I'm gonna put my Instagram again. Boo, you finished? Can you put my Instagram in the chat again? He's gonna comment my Instagram, but thank you guys for the likes. But yeah, the hair is long, y'all. Some long hair. But I'm excited. I love the look. It looks really, really pretty. And I'll be back tomorrow to do another look. If you have a look you want me to do on live tomorrow, you can always message me and request it. I'm here. Does anyone have any questions before I go? Look at that. Y'all want to see this man? It's a lot of stuff. But if anyone has a question, if not, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning into the live. And did you type it, boo boo? Oh no, let me see if I can type it. Let me type it myself. Let me see. Yeah, it was acting weird. It was acting weird. I'm gonna type it again. MUA. That's my Instagram. I just typed it. If you guys have any questions or you have a request or a look, let me know. But I hope you guys enjoyed the live, and I'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Bye, guys.